Hello
Let's
and
go.
welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 623, recording live on September 17th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Adriel.
I'm another host, Kyle.
I'm another host, Dustin.
And I am Cowtown Tony.
No, you're supposed to say, and I'm another host.
I'm just
Dang,
perpetually a guest now. It's fine. My English doesn't pass the prerequisite to be a host, so evaluation has failed. It's bad.
I don't know. Me English isn't so good either. But yeah, why don't we do what we did in guns? Dustin, why don't you start us off today?
Sure. I actually did some stuff in guns. I managed to squeeze in a range shoot this weekend. Went and shot some of my handguns, which was cathartic because I actually didn't shoot a whole bunch while I was in the States, and I was kind of missing it. So that was really fun. I got to finish my MP7 at home project, but the thing's a little laser beam. It's impressive. I just dropped a little red dot on it, and it's great. I also dusted off my VR rig this week, and I literally haven't used the thing in like 9 months. I kind of forgot about it, but I had this whole plan where I was gonna play a game, so I fired up Steam and updated everything. And Steam likes to, put new things that you might enjoy at tempting prices. And there was a VR game called Convergence, but the ver is VR. It's kind of a like a Tarkov style, looter extraction shooter. That I dumped 10 hours into over I played a lot, which I really enjoyed. And I did that. Didn't delete that from my list, but also another thing I took the opportunity to do this last week. I emailed my MP about our lovely new Prime Minister's claim that the firearms buyback was entirely voluntary, and reiterated my demand for some support for grandfathering. I look forward to the back and forth that I have with my MP over this. Obviously, we know that there's, well, of course it's voluntary. If I'm pointing a gun at you and demanding your wallet, you don't have to give me your wallet, but
Yeah.
So like that's voluntary. But nonetheless, I think it's important that we call out hypocrisy all the time. And using Carney's own words against him, is great. To pressure my MP, even better. And I encourage everybody else to do the same. Now is the time to pressure your MPs that, okay, well, either you guys are liars, which we know they are. They are the Liberal Party of Canada. But they don't like that. So, I don't know. With all the change that looks like is about to come through the government, maybe it's a good time to poke them. They've flip-flopped on every other damn thing. So anyway, that's what I did this week in guns. What did you get up to, Tony?
I really didn't do much, so started reloading again. I've mentioned eons ago that I bought a Lee APP, like the sideways progressing carousel thingy. It's like, I should start using that thing. I had the plates and everything. And it had this innovative self-centering decapping thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't work out too well. I was able to decap some 100 rounds. I was like, I should wash my 303 brass too. And I'm guessing either it's because the big old rim, or they are known to be a little finicky, to be honest, because it's a lot of springs and like sliders and everything. But I managed to bend the decapping pin on it.
Oh, you did bend it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
all the way back. Well, I've killed quite a few lead decapping pins over the years. I used to be on the universal decapping die, and at the time, for some reason, the undersized decapping pins were easier to find. So that was what I used for a bit, but those don't poke out 5.56 military crimp primers too well, so
Right.
they all bend. But Lee does have good customer service. When I visited the States, I just sent them a flat rate box, and they gave me all the pins back in new conditions. So, and they are. This is really a Canada problem of not a lot of people carry these. They are pretty affordable, $6 each, so I can have a whole fleet of them. When I break them, I send the whole fleet back. They'll give me new ones. But unfortunately, no more decapping on that machine for now. Again, I don't know what exactly happened. It could be the case is too long, it's too sticky, the self-centering thing doesn't want to work. It could be the flash hose slightly off-centered. But I will still be able to, when I get to it, decrimp, military crimp on that machine, which I'm pretty excited for. Second thing is, every time after Tony shot a 1911, he need to look at 1911s because, the future is bright. Old-ish. The future is always the same. Nothing ever changes. Isn't that a meme? So, well, I wasn't exactly looking at the pistol because I've been looking at the TRP for like years at this point. That's besides the point. I was rewatching one of Adam Maxwell, 3-Gun AMX on YouTube's video, and he mentioned the Stang Chang, and he described it as the chop and weld magwell. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? So it took me a second to realize, but you get a government sized or commander sized, but the full size frame on a 1911. You literally chop the bottom of it off, and you put the magwell on top of it. So in the end, your grip is going to be the same length, but now you have a more modern magwell on it.
And lower capacity?
No, the same capacity, because it's going to give you the same amount of, so your magwell doesn't hang out the bottom, so you don't need a base pad, but it's a very odd thing. I don't know how, like, you'll see, if you're familiar with the 1911 silhouette, you will see the grip panel is short for a reason, because that portion is being occupied by the magwell itself, hence the chopping and welding part. Fortunately, the Gen 2, you don't have to weld it anymore, but it's the chopping part still applies. It just tickles my mind a little bit. It's like, how many people's actually asking for it? Their advertisement marketing is saying this will be better for if you need a technical carry kind of a scenario, which I guess fair. You are having a magwell on a 1911 that hasn't increased in size, but maybe for competition it doesn't apply that much. I just saw it's kind of fun and interesting to share with everyone.
I don't know.
Yeah, check them out.
I already have 1911 perfection.
Just rub that in, why don't you?
It's a little sharp. It didn't try to hurt me over the range day, which is good. It didn't try to, I don't know, self-detonate when I'm running around.
You just need harder hands, Tony.
Yeah.
Typing too much.
Yeah, like I had a Raiden callus when I was younger, because Raiden penmanship is like all the rage in China. That's even disappearing at this point. Like, I don't write enough. What about Adriel? What have you done?
What have I done? I did a PAL RPAL course. Did one of those. PAL sold out. RPAL, not so much. Just 2 people in that one. That's my smallest RPAL.
Ooh, so that means
yeah,
you should ask people to sign up to your RPAL for pretty much an exclusive experience.
Yeah, pretty much. Or I do fewer RPALs, so I'm gonna
get
request
away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away with. I'm just gonna do like one every 2 months, I think, for RPALs, and then fit the PALs in more of those.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, Tony let me know that that reminded me that the pheasants were being released, and I was like, oh yeah. So I went on a pheasant hunt yesterday.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, didn't see any. And it was a hot day, so I brought shorts, and then the spot where you got to go through is like all thistles and stinging nettle and that kind of thing. So I should have brought pants. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go again tomorrow. I'm gonna bring pants this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw for hunting pheasants in Alberta,
Mm-hmm.
there is an addition to your license for that.
Yeah, you need to get a specific license for pheasants. I think it's $20. Yeah.
Maybe I should learn how to.
There's got to be release sites around you. There's more release sites in
close-ish in the south.
Alberta. Yeah. Not much around here. But anyways, yeah, we went to the site and there were some other hunters there. A father-son duo was hunting, and looks like they got something because I heard them shooting, but we didn't see anything. Emailed us more Maple Seed events, so those have gone out. There's more live in Alberta, Ontario, BC. There's still more. Friday I'll fly to Vancouver and pick up a car, and I think I'm gonna go visit Dustin for a bit.
You better. Yeah.
Yeah, on the way out. I'll need your address and I'll text you kind of when we're on the way. I would estimate like Friday around 3, 4, somewhere around there.
Works for me.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Depending if things go fine. If I get it and I'm like, oh, the tires need to be done, or the oil or something like that, it might be longer. Could be.
That's fair. Yeah.
Very random. Yeah. I was supposed to have a wedding to go to this weekend, but I had to go get the car, so I couldn't make it. And then so that's my Friday and Saturday killed. And then someone's like, "Hey, can you do a private RPAL or PAL RPAL course?" I'm like, "I guess. Do you want to do one Sunday?" So I have this habit of just making things super busy, just like cramming in. You guys have seen my calendar, right? If I see a blank day, it's like, no, this will not stand. Something's going in there, whether it's pheasant hunting or RPAL or whatnot. And I'm also trying to book that firearms clean course as well again. So yeah, doing lots of stuff. And right now I'm looking at over-unders. I'm shopping around a little bit. I'm not just gonna go like impulse buy that Federation Firearms one, but I'll show you guys some of the other ones I'm looking at when we get into the what's new in guns.
I'm actually really curious with what you find, because I am in the market for an over-under.
Well, maybe we can shop together then. Kyle, what about you?
Well, I had the New Mexico USPSA sectionals this past weekend, so I was shooting PCC for that, and it was a good match. Like the stages, they were pretty much all long course stages, and yeah. Few highlights or lowlights.
I always need both.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, there was I went in with high expectations, and so I didn't make my goal. Wasn't able to take away the win. Just wasn't there. Taking too many Charlies, and actually ended up getting some deltas and penalties as well. But I think it was the 4th stage on Saturday. Remember when I was out practicing and I had that out of battery?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had it on a stage. RO stopped me. And it's like, okay, well, it's not a squib, but whatever. Go over to the safe area. Yep, show him. It's clear. He apologized and let me run it again. And it happened again.
Ooh.
Same stage.
Too fast.
I think that's what it was. Like, so, but he didn't stop me this time. That time it blew the mag out of the bottom, so I had to load a mag in there. Lost some time, and yeah, that stage, I got a bunch of Charlies on that stage. That was probably my second worst stage.
Sorry, Kyle. Like the idea of shooting a gun that's actively exploding on you, just pushing through is something else.
I did after that stage pull out my short stroke kit, and I also feel like I feel like I laid up a little bit more the rest of the match, and it was fine. Felt different because the short stroke kit wasn't in there, but I still had lots of space on the reset, so I don't know what was going on. But yeah, I think that might have been what it was. I did end up placing. Well, I'll go through some of the stages. So there was that. That was one of my bad stages. And actually going into the last stage on day one, I believe, I had actually done pretty decent with not, let's see, yeah, I was just sitting alphas and charlies at that point. So actually the second last stage of the day I pulled a delta, and then the last stage of the day I pulled a Mike and 2 deltas. So didn't really end off Saturday that great after shooting 9 stages. Started okay on Sunday, but then our third stage was like a classifier style stage. I kind of figured it was a survival stage. There's 3 targets ahead of you. You had 2 shooting boxes, 3 targets per side. And basically you had to start in one box, shoot 2 at each target, do a mandatory reload, go over to the other box, and then 1 round at each target. Then you had a second string where you'd stay in that box that you finished in, shoot 2 at each target, do a mandatory reload, and then shoot 1 at the other 3 targets offhand, support side. And it was Virginia count.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up there and thinking, okay, just don't hose it down, just survival. I get to the second target, called a bad shot, decided, oh, I'm going to make up a shot. Which instantly kick myself for because it's Virginia count. You can't do that.
Procedural.
So run over to the other box, almost forget to, well, I did forget to reload until I was like 1 step out of the box, slam the reload, okay, got 1 in each. Then I decided I was going to get cute. So, okay, shot my 2 at each target, ran over to the other box, reloaded, switched shoulders, and my cuteness was not correct. I decided, oh, I for one, I thought it was the third target I had the extra shot at. And so I shot 2 rounds. Thinking, okay, I have 3 hits on one of these targets. Well, if you're going to get cute like that, the way to do that is if you know that you have 3 hits on that target, airmail that other shot. Otherwise, you would get a penalty for shot stacking. I got informed afterwards.
Oh.
And turns out that the target I decided not to shoot at is one I should have shot at because I forgot where I had actually had the extra shot. So I did already. So I had a target with an extra hit on it, and then an extra shot penalty, plus a mic. So that
Brutal.
stage, yeah, that was a brutal one for me. Came back, did decent on the next stage, which was the final stage of the match. So, yeah, there was some good stuff. I did some decent shooting on the move. I felt like I said, I did feel like I was laying up a bit throughout the match after, PCC go boom. But yeah, no, it was pretty good. Ended up 6th in PCC at 89%. And beat a bunch of masters still, but still didn't even win B class. So I took home 2nd place in B. There was a few people that just had awesome matches, and I ended up getting 35th out of 220 overall.
Wow! So your gun exploded on one round, and
two rounds,
2 rounds basically. Wow, you did really well. If that's how you.
Like, no, I'm just gonna keep going. How did you know if the bullet is in the barrel or not?
A squib and an out of battery are 2 different sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
But
like out of battery, it's going to sound louder. And
when I had out of battery on this gun, the bullet is in the barrel. It was in there enough anyway. Like I had to take a hammer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I've had 3 of them now.
You're getting better and better at handling them.
I want to see the match video and see the target array. Is it like a quad? They just going.
It was a double stack. Like and that was actually the same. If I remember, it's the same spot every time. I was swinging from the right side to the left side, and there was a double stack there.
It
And
must be something to do with that. You're speeding up for that particular target.
well, yeah, like a double stack,
Suck
especially with like
around.
a slim no shoot. Like it was a very slim,
Mm.
not like your normal whatever. So yeah, no, and if I recall, it happened on both times it happened. It happened on the same spot in the stage.
Wow. So yeah, that's so
So like,
interesting.
it's just getting on it, and I think I had a probably good half inch of stroke on the bolt from where like you can pull that back and watch and hear your trigger reset. And I've let it go from there, and yeah, trigger's reset. Do it again, and I have another half inch of travel on my bolt from that, and it would still do it. So, but like I said, I pulled out my short stroke kit, which I mean gives you, assuming it's hitting the end of the buffer tube, gives you that much,
Yeah.
and you can feel that difference. Like you definitely feel the difference with this not being in there. But no, a few good takeaways, a few things to work on from the match. We had a hot squad. Like our squad was a lot of like the top guys, and me and one of the other guys, he was a class, and we were at the end of the match. I think we were within 2 seconds of each other for raw time.
Just
And
the penalties were.
oh yeah,
were
yeah,
worth
the
hurting.
penalties, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he was good. He beat me on alphas and Charlies. If we didn't have, like, I think he ended up with like 1 delta, and so if I didn't have my deltas and Mike's and penalties, it would have been close. It would have been very close between us. Which afterwards we were cleaning up, and it was I was a little bummed because nowhere near where I wanted to finish that.
Yeah.
But we were cleaning up, and I was making the comments like, yeah, I didn't even win my class. Like, what the heck? and Buddy looked at me, he's like, oh, you're an A2? I'm like, no, I'm a B. And everybody on our squad turned around and we're like, bullshit. And so it good little feel good moment at the end when the entire squad turns around and calls bullshit that you're a B. And I'm like, well, no, I suck at classifiers. Like, yeah, okay, sandbagger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trophy hunter.
Yeah. Well, they did actually give out. So I got my consolation second place B class.
Wow.
Jealous, Tony?
I would take it. Yeah, doesn't matter.
I think it's great that they do it. I do think it's great that they do it. Just I've never been into classifier or classification prizes.
That's fair,
really.
but like right on the back, gun went boom, like real boom. Memorize the little match, right?
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was cool that they did that, and like they even took it. There was enough people that they actually took it to third place for a bunch of the stuff there, and yeah, and actually the guy on our squad that I was going back and forth with, he ended up pulling third in PCC. So yeah, I've got a local match this weekend, so my pistol will be coming back out now because Memorial.
Are you
in
gonna
a few
shoot
weeks.
the Limcat ever?
I am waiting to get, well, for one, more major ammo, and two, an optics mount so I can put an Apex on there because it came with a Romeo 3 and they're completely different footprints.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised on how hard it is to find a frame mount, optics mount for
Really?
a RMR footprint.
Really?
Yeah, well, you'd probably find one for a Seymour.
Yep. Oh yeah, lots of Seymour. They make it for the RTS, which is what the SIG Romeo 3 is, but the RMR, Da Vinci does make one. Like there are a couple out there. I was looking for one that also had the gas pedal on it, because the Limcat's got the nitro fin, which I feel like it puts it too far back. I want it more forward. So I want it on the optic mount. So I think I'm going to end up getting the Da Vinci one and trying that, even though it bolts to the side with another piece of metal, so it comes out even further. But I think that's what I'm going to try out. At some point here. I think that's like $150 for that mount. So yeah, but that's why I haven't been shooting the Limcat, and also, I mean, it's still competition season. So I've been shooting the PCC because sectionals was coming up. Now I got Memorial coming up, so my 2011, my TAC Ops pistol, I'll be running that, getting a feel on that one again. So got a few good stages. I got, what was it? A 32 round stage, 28 round stage, an 18 round stage, and then a couple classifiers. So took some inspiration from sectionals. So stages are a little bit bigger and more entailed than what I normally do for a local match, but it'll be a good time. But I think that's pretty much it. Sectionals was a good time, and just more, and that range was pretty awesome. It was a Legacy Ranch just outside Albuquerque. But now I have a goal. I still have a goal for next year.
You'll do it.
Just bring a gun that doesn't explode.
Yeah.
Shoot too fast.
Yeah.
Blowing mags out and sending shrapnel everywhere. It's very tuned. All right, let's get into upcoming events. Maple Seeds. So you want to get access to Maple Seeds? Sign up for the emails. The emails are the way to get these things the earliest. I just opened up Stittsville in Ontario, Kananaskis in Alberta, Lone Butte in BC, and I think there's still spots at Rocky Rod and Gun in Alberta here. So yeah, those are all available for our PAL courses in Alberta. I've got one coming up on October 18th. It's almost sold out. I'll be at Sherwood Park. I've got one on October 25th in Bonnyville, which is also selling pretty well. Don't get a lot of trainers out there, so yeah, people are just happy to not have to drive 3 hours into the city.
Sounds like Dustin will be doing courses in Bonnyville.
A little bit of a far drive for Dustin.
Yeah, a bit of a trip.
Yeah, around Vancouver. 3-gun matches. Sherwood Park's got one this weekend, September 20th. Chaz got one October 4th, same day or weekend rather, as the team match in Peace River, October 4th and 5th. I'll be at that one. Sherwood Park's got one October 18th and November 1st, and Chaz November 8th. Getting into the news, who's got this holstered gun going off with Charlton?
I think, well, it might be me, but a similar article might not have been me who put it in, but basically, there's more 320s going off, unfortunately. The circumstances is unclear on this one, and there doesn't seem to be video footage, but they're giving the Beretta Storm, which is, that will be the PX4, right? That's an interesting choice. Back to the officers, and apparently 3 of the 72, which is really a small taker. Small amount of takers that have opted to trade their P320 back in for the Storm.
I would say that the Storm is not a better gun.
Nope.
Is not. Oh, it's a very interesting gun though. I have like a rotating barrel and things.
Sure, it's interesting.
It's interesting. But...
yeah, I don't know if it's good. I think it's interesting. Anywho, yeah, that's interesting. Carney says the buyback's voluntary. But it's only like Dustin mentioned, only voluntary, as in you can send your guns in for money, or you can just light them on fire on your own, or give them to the cops for free. It's voluntary.
Or go to jail. Like those
or
are,
you can go to jail. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You do have a choice.
Yeah, your choices are all bad.
The illusion of
they're
choice,
not good choices.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like Runkle did a video on it, and he was saying like this is pretty bad messaging, because some people are going to see that. Yeah, some people are going to see that and say like, oh, well, he said it's voluntary. I volunteer not to. I'm just going to keep my guns. And little do they know, actually, by keeping those guns, you're breaking the law.
Yeah,
you're supposed to sell those back.
not back. You're supposed to sell them under
Oh,
duress.
sorry. Yeah, they said they wanted to buy them back, but they never owned them in the first place. You're right.
Well,
Yeah,
I never
I
bought a
didn't.
single gun from the government.
I don't know if they'd pass a background check. Yeah.
Dude, nope.
Anyway,
What is your PAL number? I will need to verify your PAL, please.
any crimes in the or mental illness in the past? A lot.
I mean, if our
Not even
our,
the past.
Who was your significant other?
if our
We will need to inform them too.
If our public safety minister is any example of the government's proficiency with firearms, they have no business with them.
Yeah.
Don't point at me. You can do your safety check, but don't point at me.
What's a pal?
Yeah. Or just getting him to the Tamil Tigers. The OPP have announced that they're not going to participate in the federal gun buyback program. So
That's impressive.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario.
And Ontario. It sucks that BC, we've got David Eby and he hates us. The whole province really. It's the NDP. But that's really I'm really curious who because the government's been like, oh, we got lots of police that are that are signed up for this buyback, and it's like, okay, well, it's not the RCMP, the OPP. Okay, maybe like what's the Quebec police?
La GRC? I don't know.
I don't know. Like I'm sure they're all gung ho for it, but I don't know.
Well, think about OPP. Their jurisdiction doesn't extend into the city, does it? So you can still assume Toronto police or Peer Regional Police would.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll say, right?
I don't know.
Like Calgary police might. Well, we have a mayor election coming up. No one said anything about guns.
No, I don't think any guns are getting confiscated in Alberta.
Yeah, they'd be dumb to bring up anything about guns in Alberta.
Yeah, I'm very quickly starting to explore like alternate, like secondary storage locations in that province. Just just for academic reasons.
Just store it on the farm.
Thought process, yeah.
Right? Saskatchewan's pretty friendly about it too. It's like this is
Yeah.
for hunting and education reasons only.
If Alberta passes the Alberta Firearms Act, you guys can use things again, I might actually have to live there.
I have a feeling there will be a big influx in population.
Yeah, there already is.
PCC Nationals only available in Alberta because the reasons.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think like having the provinces with different like very different situations makes for like better natural experimentations. So like I think the provinces should do more stuff on their own because it makes for like, is this a good idea or is what Quebec's doing a good idea? Well, let's just let the provinces do it and see what happens, right? Oh, Alberta, look, nothing happened to the crime rate. It didn't really seem to do anything there. Okay, well now we know, right?
Well, we've had 5 years. We know the gun ban didn't work. Crime rates gotten worse. So it's a surprise. Banning the guns and telling the criminals that there's no consequences and you should go into the houses and no fighting back isn't helping.
And if we catch you, just a year or two, don't worry about it. There's a little slap on the wrist. You'll be back out before you know it. Anywho, let's keep going. So that's good news. The OPP saying they're not going to participate in the federal gun buyback. That's huge. That's most of the population of Canada now.
Yeah,
I want to say most because Ontario, Alberta, Saskatchewan. I don't know if the Yukon did or not. I can't remember.
But that's not Toronto, though.
They don't have any population.
Nobody likes Toronto.
I know, but the police force, the OPP will be only in rural Ontario for the most part. Even Thunder Bay has their own police.
Yeah, but like the concentration of gun owners is not in Toronto, right? Like
Peel region, like I would
still be a big population, even if the rate's lower. There's still like a lot of people living there.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Why don't we get into new gun stuff? So for new gun stuff, let me just share my screen here. That guy over there, and we'll come back to these shotguns in just a minute here.
Oh.
First one to show is the Athlon Rangecraft. It's in stock at Prophet River for $585.
Oh.
Much cheaper than Garmin.
Yeah, the Garmin 750, right? Map pricing too, so you're not going to find deals on it or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Garmin is. I'm not sure about the Athlon. The Athlon may not have map pricing here. Map pricing is like it's fixed. You'll see the same price everywhere, just like an iPhone, right?
Are there any reviews on this thing? How is it?
Yeah, I've seen some reviews. The app isn't quite as good as the Garmin is, but it's newer. And the person was getting readings that were a little bit faster, I want to say. But that, like, depending on where it picks up the bullet, if it picks it up just a little bit closer to the muzzle, it'll be faster.
It'll be faster. Right?
Yeah. Anyway, good to have lots of options. Rangeview Sports, and there's a couple of other like Calgary Shooting Centers bringing these in as well. The Adler Arms RF224. It is the 1022 that looks like an AR.
Yeah.
Like, I know Ruger had one of these in the past. It kind of looked a bit ugly. It didn't really.
Doesn't.
This one doesn't. No, not at all. I mean, it's very angly. I guess if you don't like angles, there's lots of them on there, but and you take those iron sights and just chuck them in the garbage and put a red dot on there, I guess.
Oh, I bet those iron sights belong in the garbage, but yeah, an 11-inch, well, almost 12-inch barrel, like basically 1022. That's good.
That's as short as you can get.
Yeah, I dig that though. Like that would be a fun little backpacking.
I wonder where they are for the overall length, because since they have a telescoping stock, it has to be 26 inches minimum. I bet you they're right on it, because I made one that goes to 26 inches with a 12-inch barrel, and it was like real close.
Yeah, even just looking at that. But yeah, I mean, you figure almost 12-inch barrel plus the receiver. Yeah, I buy that. That's 26 inches overall.
I bet you that's right on it.
Yeah.
Does it say what kind of magazine?
Ruger 1022 mags.
Oh, I like that.
Or cut it for the Tough 22 mags.
Yeah.
Got threaded muzzle too. I dig that for all kinds of good reasons.
Dipstick mini rifle.
Yeah.
I mean, with Tough 22 mags.
It's got the little lever, like extended lever for the mag release too. No, I dig that. That's got kind of everything that you'd want out of a speedy little 1022.
Left-hand bolt would be nice.
Now,
yeah.
And where's the bolt hold open? Maybe they have some more photos.
Does it need one?
No, it doesn't. But
yeah,
it's
less
usually...
complexity. Just say no.
So maybe they just covered it. They're just like, you know what? You don't need this.
You know, you should probably pick up a couple of these, test them for maple seed. That's
I'm looking at some other stuff right now, and I have enough 22s.
That's not true.
That's there's another semi-auto 223. It's kind of fugly.
Yeah, kind of. Woo! That is the ugliest gun I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, the curves are not accentuating the right parts.
That barrel looks very thin too. Jeez.
And it's not enclosed by the forend, right? It's just kind of sitting out there, which means that gas system's probably sitting right here.
Yeah. What kind of gas system? Short stroke?
It must be. Blah blah blah. Oh, there's an Australian version of this that's straight pull, and this is the semi-auto version.
That makes sense. They made it for Australia.
Oh, the push button guns.
No,
for listeners, if you want to search up the Savage A22R, I think that's one of the creations for the Australian people.
The R stands for retarded.
Oh my god! I don't even know what it is for. Repeat.
No, it stands for retarded. Yes.
Anyways, good to have another option out there, even with all these swoopy lines.
Does it at least take Sten mags?
It does. It takes AR.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot a piece of gun news. California banned Glock. Hey,
I heard that.
Yeah.
How did that happen? How do you just ban Glock?
they're banning them, and they're calling them machine gun capable pistols,
Oh, because of
or
the
machine
switch.
because of the Glock switch. It's
Mhm.
still unconstitutional, and they're gonna lose. Sorry, I
Yeah.
know we're diverging from
Is it
the.
just Glock brand Glock or
Yeah, it's just Glocks, and it's any Glock that didn't come into the state before like 2026, and then even then Glocks that go to law enforcement are still okay, and by then it'll have been fought and lost in court. Because, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
just fun anecdotal.
I
California sucks worse and worse every
I
day.
want to know nowadays in America, is it more common to have a Glock or not a Glock?
Huh.
I I
No,
think
Glock.
It's
Think of
got to
all
be
Yeah.
the
think of
Glock.
all
I
the
think the
police
Glock 19
departments.
is still
I
like the
guess,
most popular
Yeah.
pistol in
and
that country.
law enforcement and everything. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep
All right.
showing some weird guns here
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
that's what I like to do.
Please. You could.
I can't remember if I showed this one before or not.
I
Nope, I don't remember.
I have seen this,
Okay.
and I am all about it.
The
Whew, all
diving
hot and
board's
bothered.
upside down.
This is
Jesus.
excellent.
Hmm.
I have to say, I like the marine nickel. That's very
Oh, they're cheap
nice.
too.
Yeah.
Oh
Bronze,
God.
gray, oh,
Uh,
pink.
oh yes. Oh, the pink one, please. Oh,
Oh, not the
what's what?
tan one.
That pink one's
Do they
great.
have spring assisted forwarding
I would
too?
slap
Yeah,
some Hello
yeah.
Kitty
Ay,
stickers on
ay,
that
ay.
and call it a day. Like to roll up to anything with that.
I feel like Hello Kitty is a little bit too like accepted. You need like I don't know, My Little Pony on here, or something a bit weirder.
Oh, I can get weird. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I believe you. Anyways, those things are $5.99. Bullseye North has the what is this? Rossi LWC single shot 5.56 with a 16.5-inch barrels for $4.99. This thing must be light.
Not bad.
Yeah.
16
Now
and a half inch
Alberta
single shot.
hunting legal.
Yeah.
What's the weight? What's the weight? Oh, the
In
ounces.
ounces.
What the heck does that even mean?
Kyle, help us out here.
83 ounces.
Pounds.
Yeah, no,
5.2
5 pounds.
pounds.
Ooh, pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, that's pretty light.
Yeah. 83 ounces. Give me a break.
That's great.
Supposed to use pounds. Yeah, $4.99. That's a very cheap 3-gun rifle. No.
Single shot 3-gun challenge.
Yeah. Calgary Shooting Center has these Hammerly Arms ones. I haven't shown these before because I didn't see them, and they are all kinds of weird. It's a straight pull 22.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where are
And
they made?
I don't know. They look very similar to the ISSC, but they can't be. They can't be German made.
I just can't help but point out that for the price of one of those, I could buy two of the cool, semi-auto 1022s. So
Yeah. I'd imagine for accuracy, this one's probably better.
yeah, but I mean, if I'm slinging like 20 rounds down, does accuracy matter?
Made in
that much?
Germany, at
Accuracy
least
through
according
volume.
to Armalytics. Force B1.
Germany?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
ISS.
Same factory
then.
then.
It's going to be accurate.
Yeah. Neat.
Hmm.
I didn't. Okay,
God.
we were talking about this. Chiappa had the triple threat, and now they're selling them through Charles Daly, I think.
Yeah. I want one. I have wanted one for years. It is unacceptable that they're $3,000.
Yeah.
But they have 3 barrels. You get
Yeah.
50% more barrels, man.
It's $1,000 a barrel for a 3-barrel shotgun. Like,
This would be fun to take to a skeet night, though.
you turn some heads.
Boom,
that
boom,
is
boom.
for
They're like,
sure.
wait, what? Huh? Where'd the third one come from?
For the listeners, I would recommend the video by Forgotten Weapon Ian McCollum. It's a Halloween shotgun match or something. The Trinity shotgun, at least that's what he called it. It was really funny.
I've
Go
actually
watch that.
I played with a couple of these. We got some up in the shop. Got turned into some, spacey gats. Actually, originally they were for like
More
like the
spacey.
third Blade movie. Actually, I think was where they debuted, and then they got put in like Stargate and stuff. Yeah,
8.7 pounds, a little chunky. And if you want the shorter version, there's the triple threat. This is the
I do want the
shorter
shorter version. Yeah.
What?
Does
The
that stock come out?
Fode?
Oh no, I think it's detached. I think it's an unlock.
Yeah, it looks like an unlock there.
Ooh.
Break action shot. No, of course it's a break action. Blah blah blah. Removable buttstock for easy storage, or use as a pistol grip.
Oh my
What?
god.
Yes.
Oy,
Oh,
oy.
we're getting into some cool territory there. That's still not worth $3,000.
No, no. Okay, Dustin, ready?
Yeah, hit me with it.
So this is the one we were looking at. That's that
Yep.
one at Victory Ridge, 556. Comes with 3 chokes, cylinder mod and full. I would like something that's a little bit more in between. But yeah, there's the Federation Firearms one. I found a Crawl Arms one. That's
Ooh.
this is 20 gauge though.
Uh,
Got some scroll work in there, but I agree. Yeah, who wants a 20 gauge? Let's just get that one right out of the list.
yeah.
And there's this JTS
Ooh.
one. So this one was, what was this? 5 something, 550. This one's 620.
619, yeah.
This one's got ejectors though.
Oh, ejectors are fun.
They are,
Yeah.
and it comes with 5 chokes, a little bit
Oh.
more. And then I think the winner chicken dinner is just a little bit of the up model from that one. This one, it's got an adjustable stock, and it's got external chokes.
Oh
Sporting
yeah,
chokes.
I like that.
That looks
I
like
like
an
that.
adjustable cheek piece too.
It is an adjustable cheek piece. Yeah,
How much is that one?
$650.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible. Yep. Yeah, same thing. It's got ejectors on it. Break open. Not much of a pad on it. Not that you really care. Comes with 5 chokes, which is better for like a double barrel. Like I wouldn't want to go like mod then full. Like, geez, like give me a mod then improve mod, or IC then mod, or something like that. And this has got improve mod, IC, C, and F. So you've got more selection for what you want to put in there.
No, I dig that. You might have to. Yeah, I might have to investigate that one.
Yeah. And then outside of that, like Cabela's got the Stoger, but I've heard these are pretty heavy and pretty clunky.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, if you want to
go there you go. Nice.
Yeah, let me just go take out a loan.
I mean, if you wanted to get a Satori, it'd be like $3,000. But this, if you want to go like full out, there's a deal right there. Weird looking shotgun.
This is the odd thing I don't understand. Why is this still wood anything?
I agree, Tony. If you
already have a cyborg stock, you might as well go full cyborg. What is going on?
Or even like the wood could be a different color, make it interesting.
Carbon fiber at $20,000.
Ooh, yeah,
make it carbon fiber.
You're right. Some carbon fiber.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
send me the link to that one, because I might have to investigate that a little more.
We got Michael here.
Yeah.
Hey guys, looking to get into trap shooting. Any recommendations to start off with? Besides that Beretta, the last one, any of those other ones?
Garbage. No, only the Beretta.
Yes, only the Beretta.
Yeah, all the other ones are garbage.
Unless you spend $22,000, you'll never win. No, whatever your price point is, like what we were just looking at, we rock solid for, especially getting into it. Don't spend thousands of dollars on something that you don't know you'll love.
Yeah,
not everybody loves trap shooting.
Well, and I was doing sporting clays with the Churchill.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, is it the best shotgun? Far from it. It worked. Again, I was out there. I hit some stuff.
I just think it's prudent that all of us brush up on our like trap and clay shooting for the day we have to fight the drones. So,
Well, I mean, if you want something like far cheaper, just something that you can like bang around with and try to figure out whether you like trap or not, go to Inner Surplus, go look at their over-unders. And they got a bunch from Europe. So they've got like some BSAs, some Valmets, some Baikals, like some Russian ones there, as well as some Swedish and Spanish and all that kind of stuff. All sorts of weird and wonderful stuff that's very inexpensive.
My
I
problem
would
with
suggest an over under, not a side by side, though.
yes,
Yeah, these are all over unders.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
suggest a single barrel gun.
my problem with getting like a
Oh,
surplus.
yeah, that's the thing. If you want to do pump action or semi, sure. You're just you picking up hulls,
Yeah, I just
That's an
right?
interesting consideration.
Over
Yeah,
under,
yeah.
you can grab them out, dump in the bin. Semi or pump action, after you're done at that station or whatever, you're picking up hulls.
You're picking up with ejectors too, unless you catch them coming out.
that's what's
That
Well,
would
fun.
you
be the
gotta learn
ultimate
from
thing.
the
Right?
Olympic style, right? Like you gotta slap it.
Catch
Yeah,
them out of the air. I guess you could. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, there's a whole pile of them there for $300 to $500, which is far cheaper than any of the other ones we were looking at.
yeah. Even $700 isn't bad for like a decent, over
It's
under.
decent. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll find out.
Oh, all
Anywho,
right.
let's get into our main topic. Video games.
All right.
Specifically, okay, we want to talk a little bit about VR, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about like realism. But why don't you guys talk about VR for a bit? I can't play VR. I put the headset on. I got sick in like 5 minutes. So unfortunately,
Hmm.
like I think my
What?
kid plays Onward and a couple of other ones, and those ones, like they look pretty realistic from the gun handling, like
Yeah.
hitting the rear charging handle, dropping mags, all that kind of stuff, pulling stuff off of your chest rig to load up the mag and the gun.
Yep.
But
All.
there's all secondhand information.
What kind of headset do you have? Like, because a lot of the time, yeah, that's why.
Quest 2. Yeah.
Well, when you're here, maybe you can try my Index rig. Index is really good for not having motion sickness.
All
So,
right. Okay.
I refresh.
yeah, it's pretty solid. But yeah, so this one was my fault. Obviously, I spent 10 hours one Sunday playing a video game in VR, and I got like a nasty like blister on my hand because of just so much. But I think that there is some definitely useful transferable skills that I have found playing different kind of shooters in VR. Like yeah, it's true for like just general like gaming as well. But I think the transferable skills that I found the most beneficial, and these games just keep getting better and better every time I pick one up. It's just better than the last. Practicing finding my red dot, especially on a pistol. Um, some of these have gotten really good about that red dot being kind of where it needs to be, and also drifting just the same
But then
way.
you need the grip needs to match whatever gun you're working on, so that you prevent the fishing thing, right?
It's true, and this is where like I do really like the Index sticks for this. They just happen to kind of be almost perfect out the box for like being close to what your grip is for a pistol. So again, I'm biased. I've got a good rig that I like, and I've found it quite useful. But what you were saying, like when you're pulling mags, like a lot of those games, like you've got mags on a chest rig that you're kind of working from, and so like while the manual of arms isn't quite the same because you're not actually taking a magazine out, it's like okay, hand goes here, and I've got to like grip. Like mine has a touch sensitive grip, so like I grip it and I can pull the thing out, and it's still fumbly and it's still VR. But when you're in like, especially in any kind of intensity, where if you're shooting at someone and they're shooting back at you, and all of a sudden, like all of your, you need to know what you need to do. Like I need to know I've got to get that magazine out and a new magazine in, and I'm going to be very conscious about not running out of ammo in the middle of this gunfight. But also just like moving around in spaces. Part of why I got really addicted to the Convergence game was they had some underground in like kind of tunnely spaces that I was moving around in, and I was having a really good time practicing moving around with a handgun. Just kind of practicing moving around, like getting around corners with it. Flashlight discipline too was really good on that game because you can click it on and off, and so like just some of those remedial skills. It's like I like running around the house when there's nobody home, but like there's a lot of people at the house. There's like I don't get to run around the house with guns all the time, but I can run around in VR with guns anytime I want. And then like obviously like some of the entertainment factor of a lot of the guns, like you said, you've got to kind of cycle them correctly. I was in a game with a couple of friends. We were playing Pavlov, and it was a setting where every time you got a kill, a new gun dropped into your hand, and you didn't know what it was going to be. And it was, we were playing like 2v2, like there's four of us, and the person on my team, she was not an experienced shooter, just like headshot guns, but she got a kill and then ended up with a 249 saw, and she's like, and you have to like load it to make it work, and having to like while in a firefight tell her how she has to, like, okay, you've got to put the box in, then you're gonna have to carry, you're gonna have to drop the, the belt, then you're gonna click the thing down, then there's a charging handle here you got to pull back, and just the like, I like the level of detail that has gone and has started to go into some of these games, and for just, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm rambling. What are everybody else's thoughts?
Well, there's one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
Like I don't have a VR. I want to get one, and there is one system that I want to get, and it is. I actually pulled it up here. So
The
it's the
Nintendo
Ace.
with the blaster, right? The NES
Yeah.
blaster.
Yeah. So it's the Ace.
Oh yes, yeah,
It's similarly colored.
yeah. I
And
they
they,
have their own VR app. I've seen this.
yeah. So like, you can set up stages and everything for them.
I've been tempted, but they have a subscription model for their game.
They do, but they do have a free section, a free element to it. And I think I was looking, there was a bundle, and I'm debating it coming. I think it's like $600 for, you get a handset, you get the new Quest 3S headset, and then 1 year membership. Yeah.
And
That's
then
not
is the
horrible.
controller mounts on your gun, or the gun
Nope.
is like a
No.
3D printed one that looks and
It's
feels
kind of like a
gun?
3D printed one like this. They got the Sand Viper that's coming out,
Yeah,
and it literally just clips in there, and like it's got a button for mag release, got your trigger that actually works.
I do like that. I've looked into these guys a couple of times, and I've been tempted.
So like I said, I don't have VR, but that if I were to get, this is probably the direction I would be going or will be going at some point here in the future.
yeah,
Neat.
well, it's because like then you can shoot infinitely, and yes, you're not going to get the recoil. There's like obviously a lot of things that you're not going to get. And
I think
VR
there's
is
something to be, sorry,
no, go ahead.
I think there's something to be said to actually holding the gun that you're going to be shooting. That's why, I like they got the Sand Viper. It's a 2011 basically. So cool. It's going to feel very similar to what I shoot,
Exactly.
and they have a few other ones there too. But I think
For reloading mags, you're just pressing the button and then imagining grabbing a mag and then
I would
hitting the bottom of
imagine
it.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're utilizing
they might
leverage,
have
you to do the
removable
thing, so.
removable mags on them, but even then, like you can get that out of dry fire. So if it just practicing your sight alignment and target transition, I think is one of the big benefits with VR.
I would agree. Yeah.
It's like dry fire plus, right?
Well,
Training
it'd be really
different
cool.
things.
It'd be really cool if you could get like a big match, if you could get all the stages on VR,
Oh,
then
yeah.
practice them at home, and then until you've got your ideal stage plan, and then go to the actual match, and then don't even walk the stages.
The one issue with VR is there's still like the locomotion thing, right? So
Yeah.
depending on the amount of space you have, like I've got a pretty big space in here, so like I can move around a fair bit before I crash into things. And I've always got like my smooth driving motion on my stick, so I can still move around. So there's like it wouldn't be quite as but like to be able to practice a match and like, oh, I missed that one, maybe there'd be fewer missed shots when you actually get there for the real thing. So
the run and gun shoot 'em up games, like I know you mentioned a couple. Do you think that there's a lot of benefit on the shooting side of it?
I
doing
do.
that on VR. Yeah,
I really do. I think on the obviously, again, like I said, you're not dealing with recoil, and any rifle you're using, I mean, you're kind of pretending it's there. I have a shoulder stock thing with magnets to these to
The
clip
shoulder thing that
into.
goes up.
It's a shoulder thing that goes up. Yeah. It's a thing that the sticks kind of click into with some high powered magnets. It's more cumbersome than it's worth most of the time, and a lot of the games have gotten pretty good. Um, the biggest area that like VR sucks is anything with like a decent scope, because there's just you can't pull it into your shoulder, so there's no support, right, like you would have with a rifle. But they compensate. They're getting better at compensating for some of that. I still think that just for like some of your remedial actions and for thinking about how to move around and how to just like you know play with other people, like it's I think it's useful.
How to learn new guns before actually touching them.
Yes. My favorite incident was there's I forget what its name is, but it's a PUBG style like battle royale game, and I dropped in like 20 feet from somebody else, and there's a P90 like really close to them and a P90 really close to me, and we both bolt for the thing, and each get one. They got theirs first, couldn't figure out how to get the thing to go. Like they managed to get the mag in, but like literally they're cursing, just like, oh, what the hell? And like it's just going click, and so I'm like, yeah, you got charging handles on the side with this one, my friend. You get that like little second of smugness before you move on, and it's fun. There is an element to these games now where, like you said, even if you don't get to experience a gun in the wild, and not everybody does, like, how many times is Tony going to get to handle a 1911? And as long as the liberals are in power, not very many, but he can play with one in VR.
I can always fly to the States first. Second, here's my counter argue against that, I guess. I find VR lacks what I value a lot in shooting, which is feedback. And for I haven't played a lot,
You
but
shoot the person or you shoot the target, you instantly know
well,
what it is.
there's no weight on your hands.
It's more than you think.
It's like things kind of, well, I've watched a lot. I haven't played a ton, but I have played some. I don't have my own. But just like things kind of have its magnetism in a sense, because you can't have everything very accurate to your space. So you have this magnetic magazine that goes in the magnetic magwell in a sense, and then okay, the magazine's in the magwell now. I can't let go of it.
You mean?
I like the controller. I still need to hold on to the controller.
No.
Right.
Once you hit it in, then you can go back.
Yeah, they kind of operate off of like your general actions, right? So when I'm loading a mag, like once the mag's there, it's there. It's registered as in. You might still have to pull the slide back to charge it, but
right. But it depends on that. I guess that's a point. It depends on the VR system. You may or may not have that feature, and some of them you have to shoot. Yeah, in the game, some of them you have to shoot a rifle like two hands up, but you're really floating.
And yeah, with rifles without a stock on it, it's a downside.
And like things are kind of appearing out of thin air sometimes. Really, again, depends on a game. So you're like also summoning magazines. Oh, that's a handy swap for it.
No, you summon, like in a lot of the games, like in the better ones, you pull them out of like chest rigs and that kind of thing.
Yeah. And
they're finite.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, there's I would say before you pass judgment, you should try a few things. Obviously, you don't have one, so you can't know. And it's all janky. VR is still janky and is not a solve for reality. I just personally believe that there is some benefit there. Like I said, just even for me, just finding that red dot on some of the games that I like to play, where I'm like just kind of practicing bringing the gun up to the right spot, and they've all been pretty solid at being like kind of close. Where like until you know exactly how to hold it, you're hunting for that red dot just like you are with a real gun.
Yeah, looking up and down for it.
Yeah, exactly. But like after a little bit, you get that practice and you kind of build in those same repetitions. And yeah, obviously you can do that at home in front of the TV if you've got said gun and said red dot. But if you don't, maybe not. And also just like I like the under pressure that is, especially PvP stuff, but even just single player stuff, like the game, like Convergence. When you're shooting, when you're even fighting NPCs, there's like pressure. Don't get this wrong, especially if you didn't put them down with the first mag. And okay, now I have to like cover and reload, and oh no, all of the bullets have gone everywhere because I hit the, like there's an element of like pressure there that I found is very similar for me mindset wise to being in a match. Like that same, anytime I've ever shot a match, I'm kind of, there's a part of me that's just focusing on everything that I need to do, what the next step is, where my mag is, all of those things. And I've noticed that for myself, a lot of those things are carrying over into this game and some of my other games when there's pressure. When there's pressure of like, if I don't get this right, I lose because, I'll die and I'll lose. And yeah, like the consequences are low, but the pressure and the focus and the attention to like knowing what my steps are, I think that is stuff that can carry over into just like shooting sports in general.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the cool things I got from Tarkov was just learning more about like the AK platform.
Yeah.
That game's got like, well, a lot of their attachments and that kind of thing are real. Some of them are real crap. Like they've got NC Star 45-degree mounts, and you put red dots on those, and that's like a gamer setup, right? And everyone's got red dots on all their scopes, and you need to have all that stuff, and you need to have the AFG because it reduces recoil. But aside from that stuff, like the SKS is pretty realistic. No striper clips in it just yet. They've got Mosins. Like the sight picture from the back looks really good, and the attachments and what you can put on some of the guns is also pretty good. So when you think about like that's how I learned about a lot of the aftermarket stuff for the AKs, the different stocks and that kind of thing, the Zenit Co. Stuff. Because before then, like that's the stuff I don't care about because we don't have AKs here. So why would I care about Zenit Co. stuff? But
yeah,
a lot of that stuff was pretty neat in game. Just being able to muck around with it. Again, it's not meant for full realism, but a lot of the modding, the gun modding, is really good in that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a couple points. Like I know it can be easy to like dismiss the VR and that because of the lack of feedback and that. But I think if a person looks at it the right way, like it's the same as dry fire, is if you were sit there VR day in, day out, are you going to be a world champion? No. If you sit at your place and dry fire day in, day out, are you going to be a world champion? No. You need the combination. So that thing alone isn't going to make you a world champion. It's another tool that I think does have some benefit. It's not the end of the beat all, but I think it has some benefit and is a valuable tool to use with today's technology. Yeah. Going off what you were saying, Dustin, and kind of getting away from the VR and more just video games, and because we see it with young kids, a lot of top guys like Kyle Litzy and all those guys, they like Scott Green, they all play video games.
Yeah.
And I think, like you were kind of alluding to, there's so much going on. I think if you are good at just video games in general, that ability to have so much going on and for your mind to still be, in essence, slowed down, where it's not just everything just scrambling in at once, that you can just process each little piece extremely quick.
Yes.
And shift on the fly.
Well, that's not just like that's been proven. They've proven that surgeons who game once a week are faster and more accurate than surgeons who don't.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do know that there's a game I got it, just don't play it too often, but Aim Lab.
Oh yeah, I've got Aim Lab
for training. Like, oh, there's your eye, and then it's you're not moving a gun, but it's still moving something like you got a reticle that you got to move to the target, click, take the shot. So hand-eye coordination, I think it works on that. And I think I remember hearing that's where I heard it from was Kyle Litzy. He was on a podcast talking about it, and that he plays that, just kind of train his eyes and hand-eye movement.
That's super smart. Yeah, the hand-eye coordination thing is definitely a thing. Like Adriel was saying, like that is definitely proven for surgeons. I've found, so like I am a subpar PC gamer, if I can be completely honest. Like I I have a hard time looking at a box, but the thing that I really have enjoyed and kind of, I can't believe I let my VR sit for 9 months because I really really loved being in that world and being in danger a little bit, and like just being very aware of my environment. And I don't know, the immersion's pretty good. If you get a good rig, there's decent immersion too. um and then yeah, that hand-eye coordination thing is, I don't know, it's a thing. I'm definitely a better VR gamer than I am just a sit down, WASD PC gamer. I tend to panic too much when I'm like, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Many a friendly fire incident in PUBG as
All the time in Tarkov for me.
yeah.
Shit goes wild, and all of a sudden I'm shooting my brothers.
Well, to say Adriel knows just how good of a gamer I am because we've played Tarkov together, and I'm not good.
But like
It was rough for both of us.
Yeah,
Tarkov's a rough game, but like
it
you
is.
said, it's
Yeah.
got its benefits too, with the attachments and like just learning the functionality.
Yeah.
And I think that's true for like a lot of video games. Not a lot of people are going to have an opportunity to play with a whole pile of machine guns and stuff and know how they all kind of function differently. Or even like, you were talking about the SKS and the Mosin. The Mosin in Convergence feeds off stripper clips, and which is great. So in like my little mag pouch has a couple of 5-round stripper clips in it when I'm rocking that gun, and when I open up the action, whether I like it or not, it'll kick a round out if it's got a round in the chamber, and little things like that. So I don't know. I think that there is a place for them as part of like the overall firearms practice and training. Is it the end all be all? Absolutely not. Is it going to make you like the king shooter? Definitely not. But can it be a good supplement to dry fire training and some live fire practice? I say yes.
I agree. I think it's another tool that can be used for sure.
Yeah, I would say it's good for like basic familiarization. It might get some muscle memory built in, but ultimately you want to build muscle memory with the gun
With the real guns.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
real gun, and even dry fire real gun would be better than the VR pointing the fake gun around.
Yeah.
In my opinion, transitions and that kind of thing with the full mass, being able to like look, being actually like there's the focus that there is no focus in the VRs, right? Everything's in focus.
You'd be surprised. You're gonna have to try my rig.
So, like, if I'm shooting a target array, and then I move my eyes to the side, I'm now focusing on that target array to the side, and I drive my gun over to it. I don't think I can do that as well in VR.
No, there's especially like, so because like they usually, a lot of them use Fresnel lenses, so there is a bit of a blur that falls off the further to your peripheral, for sure. But I don't know, like
how would that work for glasses?
So you just don't wear glasses. You can adjust the closeness of the lens to focus, so you can play without glasses. Yeah, there's little
even when I need to have something like right there.
Well, you've got a screen right there. You're really just focusing the lens that it works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd be surprised. Just like trying to teach a boomer how to use a phone. Like
I think the Oculus have an optics kit. If you're quite nearsighted or quite farsighted, they have a kit to compensate for that. So you're like, it's glasses for your VR goggles, not for your face, basically.
Interesting. I've got good eyes, so I've not had this issue. This is not a problem I'm familiar with. But yeah, I don't know. I think that there's I found more realism than I expected because I went in definitely more skeptical. But I've got a lot of shooter games, so many. And as far as the feedback, I mean, even just the little like the rumbly feedback when you pull the trigger is quite satisfying. So there's definitely elements of it, or the muzzle rise that you have to fight, which is also a thing. Like there is a certain amount of that stuff that you still kind of that the games are getting better and better because people want that. Like there's a couple that are like pretty decent
You can't
milsim.
make it realistic though. That's the problem. Like Tarkov
If
had
you,
this problem. You can't make full auto realistic, otherwise you just
Yeah.
you laser beam people, right? You just hose them down.
No, there's
if you could get the cool fire kit into one of those guns, then it's actually operating the slide when you take a shot. That would be sick.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. We're
Cool.
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, I just thought it was a fun thing to talk about. And this is an excuse to talk a little bit more about my ridiculousness. So, and everybody should also play Pistol Whip. There's nothing realistic about it, but it is a great way to work your legs out. I played 4 matches and my leg, like 4 games, like literally 4 minutes each, and my legs were wrecked for days.
That's
Like,
a quest game or
no, it's I think you can get it on kind of everything. I think you can get it on Quest. I've got it on Steam, but it's
Mhm.
a Beat Saber style shooting game, and it is wildly fun. But every day is leg day. There's lots of like crouching because you're kind of dodging bullets while you're like shooting to the beat of music, and yeah, it becomes challenging quickly.
The only one I've played a lot is Super Hot.
Super Hot's fun. Super Hot's great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not for gun realism or anything like that. No. Anywho, let's get into
Yeah.
listener feedback. No emails. YouTube. Tony, you want to take those?
I do have a few comments here. The first one's from Sponge X Curve 6 days ago. Oh my god. From episode 621 about True North Arm. TNA has been my go-to place for many years. I'm glad they are making more YouTube content. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. Also, the channel Slamfire, first time watching, will definitely be back for more. Thank you for following them. We have Kenneth Close, T7F. On the same episode, Love TNA. Stanley is so knowledgeable and explains everything down to my level. And then we have homework from episode 622 from Eddie. Tony, I feel participation medals can be valuable. When I was competing at the ISSF World Championship, I didn't expect to win any medals, but serendipitously, they issued some commemorative medals, so now I have a memento for my experience. As for processing your deer, I prefer to do it in the field. Get a
Gam
gambrel
Gambrel.
Gambrel. Yeah.
and pulley. What is that?
That's to like you hook them into the deer's
Uh-huh.
leg,
Oh,
and
and
then
then like
you
hang
pull
them
it back.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Hang onto a branch and gut and skin it. Well, last time we gutted and not skinned it in the field
Hmm.
when it's on the ground. Take some internal organs if you want them. I do. Chinese people, yes. The rest stays in the field, less attractant for predators and less mess to clean up at camp. BC hunting season has already started in some areas. I believe it did for Alberta for like a day now. For
Yeah,
some regions, yeah,
15 some regions plus archery in some
yeah.
most.
But October is more popular as it's more suitable hunting weather and some antler list season opens. Really, antler list season doesn't open until October? That's kind of interesting.
Well, the
Mhm.
parts of Alberta, there's not antlerless till the first 2 weeks of November.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Kelly, if you don't get enough participants at Eggville Maple Seed event, EGAN,
Eganville.
Bill.
Eganville. Okay, sorry. Maybe you could use it to requalify instructors. Another Maple Seed event in Vancouver area would be nice. The Chilliwack event didn't even open up to the public. Is that open now, Adriel?
I don't know.
Oh, Adriel
I
does
didn't
not
see
know.
any Chilliwack ones in there, but that might just be because they're already
Sold
sold
out.
out or
Yeah.
they're past or
Yeah.
something like that. Like, what are we in September here? No, I don't see any BC ones other than Lady Lone Butte. There's a Nova
That's all the
Scotia one coming in too. Musquodobois, I guess. I don't
Wait, Nova Scotia in Francais?
know. Yeah. That's a weird name.
Interesting. Okay.
No,
Oui,
it's
oui.
probably Cree or something like that. And I'm just like totally butchering it.
All right. That's all the YouTube comments we have for this week.
Perfect. Yeah. You can comment on YouTube. You can send us an email at slamfireradio@gmail.com. We've got a Patreon. Kyle, you did something on there recently, right?
Yes, I did. So I posted up. I did up a little training stage. I posted it up there for our patrons, encouraging. I have all the distances on there, and that. So yeah, encouraging people to go try it out, try different variations, and post up on what their variations and times, how they're liking it, both on our Discord and in Patreon.
Nice.
Ooh, I should post some of my most recent match footage on. And Tony, you should post some of your match footage on our Patreon.
Yeah, I could post
Definitely.
some stuff in
Seeing
there as
how
well.
Adriel shoots very fast and I shoots very slow,
I
the
also have another
comparison is
thought.
very dramatic.
I don't know if there's any interest, if any of the patrons are listening. I video my stage walkthrough before the match, my stage planning. Curious if any of the patrons, and I don't delete them right away, they're still on my phone. So if anybody finds that interesting, I can start throwing that stuff on there too, just to, I don't know.
Yes.
People find some value in that.
You should do that. That's a
which
great
way
idea.
did you shoot that stage in the end? Did you go forward
Oh,
first?
that one.
or-
I actually did a modification. So I did a little bit of like of option one. I basically went straight to the side and took a little bit more of an aggressive lean for the one target that was forcing the forward movement. And so yeah, right off the bat, it was like 3 steps, almost straight to the left, took a little bit harder lean, and then went to the right and retreated back. So, and that ended up being, even though it was the first stage of the match, I think I got 3rd place on that stage. So it was one of my
Nice.
better stages.
Nice. Well, it's good you didn't take my advice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sponsor links. If you can buy something from Cabela, or not at Cabela's, I'm going to say Bass Pro
Pro.
Canada. Do so through our website, and we'll once in a while we'll talk about it on the show here. Thanks to our supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to help support the show, you can find us on those platforms. Shout outs, anyone?
Yeah, I want to shout out Eddie, who we were trying to meet up, but Tyler's car required my attention, so we're going to try again this week.
Very good.
I'm going to shout out Mark, Jeremy, everyone else, all the ROs, sponsors, everybody involved in making sectionals happen. And also want to shout out Squad 17. I think that was the best squad of the match, both in performance and on resets, because we were just absolutely killing it.
I take pride in having the squad with the fastest resets.
Yeah. We're
like running people through, and it's like, oh.
So the property had a wedding on Saturday, and we got onto our what was supposed to be our last stage, and it was 45 minutes. We're like, we have to shut it down at 5 o'clock. It's like, yeah, you guys got like 3 minutes a person. We're like, yeah, no, we got it. And the RO was like, yeah, no, you guys don't. You guys are one of the biggest squads. You guys don't have it. We had 15 minutes to spare.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. Yeah, when you're in that, like, you can quickly patch and everybody's kind of just doing the thing, you can reset a stage real fast.
Yeah, you kind of tell everyone has to have a job. Nothing gets changed. Yeah, we did that with our shoot reset squads at Battle of Alberta. I think we did pretty good, Tony.
Shoot reset makes it a lot easier, though, I think, because you're not like
you're never
panicking, waiting for the next one to be you, and it's like, I need to check my magazines, make sure all the things are right.
And
what happens is you end up doing something, and then you go to you're in the hole, and so you go and it's like, oh wait, everyone,
No
no
one's
one
patching
did
that
it
one,
because they
yeah.
No one did
expected
that.
you to go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot reset. You don't have to worry about that. You have your job, you do it, and then everyone just keep doing it over and over and over again. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, join us on Discord. We are posting stuff over there pretty frequently. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join us CCFR, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
See you next week.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night.